This is the current state of my bookshelf. We have this situation going on. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to do this video because I get to organize this mess of my collection that is right here. That should be on a bookshelf, but it's not on a bookshelf because I just don't have any more space. That's the reality of it. And it makes me think, do I need to do another unhaul video? Which I feel like it's getting to a point where I'm doing these every single month. So I either need to do a really big unhaul or buy a new bookshelf, which I choose the latter. So I just bought a brand new bookshelf. It looks exactly like this one, but before I bring it up into my room and I set it up, I want to count every single book that I have just to see if I have enough to be considered a library. And then if I do have enough books to be called a library, I'm going to get one of those stamp embosser and call it Sally's Reputations Library or something like that. Something fun. And I genuinely don't know because I'm like, I feel like I have a lot of books. I don't know if it's like 1,000, but also what does 1,000 books look like? Like I can't envision it in my head. We're actually going to do a bit more than just count the books in this video. It's going to be a combination of counting all of my books, putting them in piles of what books I want in the new bookshelf and then what books I want to unhaul, and kind of like organizing my books to set myself up for success when I do set up my new bookshelf, which will be in the next video. But this is the situation for now. This is literally all the books that I have. I do have kind of like a small pile right here on my dresser. I'm getting nervous. There is a lot to go through. Without further ado, let's count all of our books and see which one we want to keep and get rid of. Before we get started, I do have some books right here on my dresser and we can do a little dresser tour. These are all the books that I have, which I will count. But first I have two memory boxes, just like a summer memory box, and then photos, a disposable, a photo of me because I just love myself so much. This I recently just found. This is a cup that I used when I first turned 21 and it was my birthday, and it reminded me of like a Don Julio 42 tequila bottle, so I decorated it and that's what I drank out of. And then I have some more disposable back here, some flowers that I bought myself, but I low-key think they're dying for some reason. I just got them. And then these are all the books. Before I take them out and put them in categories, let's just go 1, 2, 3, 15, 20. 20 books right here. I'm going to pull them out, and just right here, I should get a sticky note. I have this jar of rosemary that I made little boats out of sticky notes, and I'm just gonna use these. So we know on the dresser has 20. Pulling them out. We have this series right here. This is actually a bad boys novel. Exactly. What else would it be? I read these so long ago. I think I was in high school, and they're a bit cliche, a bit cringy, but I really did enjoy them when I first read them. I don't think I would enjoy it reading it now. I would cringe a lot. In the moment, it got me into romance, and for that, I'm grateful. We wouldn't be here literally without my beginning romance books. And I've always said that I've outgrown these books and like I need to unhaul them, but I personally just can't bring myself to get rid of them because they feel so nostalgic to me. Even though I have no plans of rereading them, they just feel so nostalgic. So I am going to keep them. They're going to be in the keep pile along with the 4th epilogue book that I bought on Amazon. It's dusty. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I think I might keep it. I always say I'm going to unhaul it, but I don't. So I don't know. This I got at a book swap, and I honestly forgot about it, so I think it's time to unhaul it. I also just saw my name, and I don't know if I want to read a book with my name. Unhaul. I have The Loser's Duet. I think I'm gonna unhaul it. I like bought them because they were trending on TikTok, and like I've come to realize like it's not my vibe and it's not my cup of tea, and it's fine because I feel like I got to that decision myself. I'm like, I actually don't think I'll like these books, and I just don't think based on like the description list it's my vibe, and I just bought it into like thinking that it's trending and I would enjoy it. So I think I just need to let it go. Flirting with Disaster. I forgot I had this, so maybe unhaul. I bought this in like 2020. It's been a while. Like the pages are yellow. I think I have to unhaul it. Kiss and Spell. I'm gonna keep this just because fall is coming up and it's going to be perfect for October. Going to keep this one. Keep. Even though I said I'm gonna unhaul it, I just like can't part ways with the gift that I got it with. So, and the gift being these cards that like tell you open when like chapter 4 or open after page 180. Like it feels so sentimental. I just can't part way with it, even though like I'm on page 100 and I don't quite enjoy it. Puck Shy, I think I'm gonna keep this. Then we have these 4 books. I'm going to put them in the keep pile for now. Actually, I'll unhaul that one. This is our current situation. We have 20 books right here, but I'm going to, this is the unhaul pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 20 books here, but going to get rid of 6. All of these here, I know I'm going to keep because it's like my TBR type of situation. So I'm going to move these little guys out of the way for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top 4 shelf of this book, the top 4 shelf of this bookshelf are all TBRs, so I'm not really going to unhaul anything, so I'm going to keep it here. So let's just count the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 59, 60, 61, 71, 72, 73, 84, 85, 86. Just gonna get out a sticky note and write that. 86? Oh shoot, I already forgot. 86, I think it was 86. 86. 86. I'm just gonna glance over one more time, make sure this is everything I want to keep. Anything I want to unhaul, I will take out. I think that would be good for April, or not April, October. Let's get down here. This is like my series books I already read, excluding this top pile for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, keeping it easy. Also, I found this. I have absolutely no idea what's in here. I don't think it's safe to show, or I don't think it's appropriate to show, is what it's saying on the back. But I genuinely don't remember what book or like where this, I am assuming, character art came from. Okay, I can show you guys this. The other one is crazy. Also, now that we're sitting here and we just counted the Calloway Sister / Addicted series, I've recently been on kind of like a spiral on TikTok about Connor and Rose. I used to be obsessed with them. Like, I really love them as a pairing, and I think their dynamic is so interesting. And they were always like the couple I look forward to reading when it's in the series. Like when it came to Daisy and Reich's book, I just like wanted to see more of Connor and Rose. I just like love them so much. I think they're a power duo. They're such a dynamic. And I've been going on kind of like a loop about it on TikTok. So it's been interesting. And seeing them here, I realized that Fuel the Fire was the book I stopped reading the Calloway Sister series at because I guess DNF'd it. I kept on saying I took a pause, but genuinely it's been years and I haven't gotten back into it. So should I skip it? I don't know why Fuel the Fire is like not hitting the same as Kiss the Sky. Like Kiss the Sky was like, oh my gosh, like I love Rose, I love Connor, they're amazing. But like now that we're at the 3rd book in the Calloway Sister series, I'm like, ugh, I'm not like that. I'm not like intrigued in the storyline. Like there's a lot going on and it just feels like really out of character for them. But now we're gonna go on this side. We have just a few like miscellaneous books, some in a series, some in not a series, and then a bunch of mass paperbacks in the bottom. 13, 14, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It was low-key kind of hard because I like wasn't really paying attention to where I was going and I don't know if I was skipping books, but 31 on this side. Based on the numbers that we're getting, we're not to 1,000 people. I can tell you that. I keep on doing that. Now we're on to this side and I want to show you guys some character art. We have this beautiful poster. She's gorgeous and she belongs in the book Until the World Falls Down, and it has this beautiful sprayed edge and it's a romantasy book and it just came out very recently, and there's also character art on the inside. Makes it all the better. I think we're just gonna count and then like move them to the side, and then I'll do the organization at the end because I feel like this is getting way too much. I don't have the capacity to count and organize. But we're gonna go for it. 1, 2. Something that I'm noticing is that like I have my series all broken up, and like books with the same author are all broken up. I have Allie Hazelwood out here, but I know she's a part of this bookshelf. And then I have like Butcher and Blackbird, but I know I have the 3rd book. So I'm going to do a big organizing later, but moving on. 9. Now we're here. This is a little bit easier to count because it's all facing forward and I don't have to move any books. So I'm just gonna go down the list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I skip a number? I'm gonna start over. I feel like I skipped like a whole decade. 1, 2. 80, 81. Also guys, let's talk about this book. I recently went to a little free library and I saw this book in the like bookshelf and I thought like, whoa, this isn't real. But I think this is, oops, sorry, I just shook the camera. This is one of the first editions of the book because you can tell, or I might be wrong, but there's a date in the back and that's either it's print by demand. That's mean a book is like at a certain publisher, manufacturer, or whatever the place that prints books, and whenever you order they print it then and there, like based on the demand of the book. Or it means that it was like a first edition and like this is the first batch, but I think it's the first one. But regardless, I'm super excited for this book. Heard amazing things about it. I heard it's kind of bit of like The Summer I Turned Pretty and To All the Boys I Loved Before, like a mix of the Jenny Han universe. So I'm really excited about it and I've been wanting to read it forever. It just looks so cute, but I heard it is a tearjerker and I heard it's dual timeline, so it goes like back 7 years and forward. Or is it 6 years? I think it's 6 years, but it goes back and forth and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'm currently reading Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood and I've been loving it, and that's a dual timeline. So maybe I've been converted, but super excited to have this in my collection. Let me get all of the sticky notes and add them up. 18 or 81, but I remember it was 81. 20 plus 20, okay. 25 plus 86. What do you guys think it is? Well, without doing quick math and like adding everything up, I think we're landing at like 410 or 380. I think it's 410, but we'll see. Take your guess, pause the video if you need to. 1, 2, 3. 318. So I was actually way off. That is okay though. 318. I have 318 books. I'm about 682 books away from 1,000, which would make me a library. So I'm like 1/3 of the way there, which I feel like is pretty good. I've also been doing a bunch of unhauling and like dropping them off at little free libraries and thrift stores, or like giving them to my local library. So I've definitely gotten a lot within like this past year already. So to say that I still have 300 is quite a bit. But now let's organize them, put series with series, and then authors with authors, and then an unhaul pile. And then we can count up the unhaul pile and then subtract it from the 318. I forgot this little book pile right here with the number 9. So we are at 327, which is closer to 1/3, because that would be 133 or 134, to 1,000 books, which we are closer to a library than I thought by 9 books. This is the situation I have so far. We have hardback books, ARCs, like advanced reader copies. I'm trying to separate my Emily Henry and Ali Hazelwood because I know I have a lot of their books. These are my series so far. I have a Kennedy Ryan pile, and then this is my DNF pile. Not DNF, my donate pile so far. And then on this side, I kind of just have like singular romance books that are in one pile. These are more series that I have from the same author that I'm trying to collect and pool. And then clothes for my Labubu's. And then I need to dive into this, which is another beast. I did my best to organize. I'm low-key getting overstimulated and like sweaty, and I kind of want to give up. So I went through all of the books that I did have. I think I'm going to keep pretty much everything, but I'm going to do a more in-depth like when I put it in my new bookshelf, because I think it's going to be easier that way, like physically seeing the book and putting it, or like DNF. Or donating it, not DNFing it. But for now, these are all the books that I am going to get rid of, and we're going to subtract it from the 327. First, we have this one, Everyone Is Lying to You. I just don't have plans to read it. Row for Romance. I have 2 of these books, and the other one has a bunch of book art in it, or character art, so I'm gonna keep that one, and then this one I'm gonna donate. I think it's going to be the perfect fall book, and it looks so stinking cute, and it's brand new, like it just came out. So this one, I've had it for a while. Same with this, I've had this for a while, never got to it. This I've had for actually 5 years. The Losers Duet, which I don't think is my vibe, so I'm gonna have to donate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this one, which I also just have 2 copies of, and I thought I donated it, so I must have had 3 copies. And so this is the second copy that I'm donating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 books. So those 9 books that we found didn't even matter. 312. So after donating all of these, I'm gonna be down to 312, which is still fine because I'm still in the 300. And then as I was going through my bookshelf, I found a bunch of cool arcs that I don't think I've showed you guys, or if I did, I've never showed you guys in one sitting. So I kind of just want to walk you guys through it, just because arcs to me are the coolest thing ever. It's like you get something before the rest of the world does, and you get to read it, you get to live in this universe before everyone else does, and I think it's so awesome. So first we have A First Time for Everything, which I feel like I might be donating because I also have the finished cover or finished version of this, but I do think an arc is really special. So we have 1. Then we have Double Apex. I got this and it's still on my TBR, and I feel like I want to read more F1 Formula Romance. I've heard about it a lot, and I think I've only read 1 by Lauren Asher, so I really want to finish up that series and then get into other ones. Savor It. I heard someone on TikTok talk about this, and then it showed up at my house, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are the chances? What are the coincidences? And it just looks really cute, and I just never got around to it, but I'm super excited for it. Plus it takes place in Oregon, and love me Oregon. And then Heart of the Summer. This is also by the same author who wrote Archer's Voice and Travis, which I read Archer's Voice in high school way before it blew up on like Book Talk in 2020 when COVID happened. And like, not to pat myself on the back, but I was like, I knew about this hype before it was hyped. Tangled Up in You. This is a Rapunzel retelling, and I'm super excited about it. I got this at a romance book swap, and it just looks really cute. Like, look at how long her hair is. And then I also have one of my favorite authors, Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is an arc of the second book in the series. It follows after Icebreaker and right before Daydream. I have an arc of it, which is so special. I am sitting in a new mess, so I'm going to put all of this to the side, and when my new bookshelf come, I'm going to figure it out later. But for now, this is where we're at. I'm glad we came to the conclusion that I do have 312 books, because I would have wondered forever. I think I was definitely way overestimating. I think in my heart I knew that I didn't have 1,000 books, but I wanted to see if I was close to even like 400 or 500, and I'm not quite there yet. So with this new bookshelf, I think that means more room to buy new books, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. Get into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a feeling this one is going to be a bit chaotic. It's kind of a messy video, but I've had a lot of fun counting my books and organizing them, half organizing them with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what videos you want to see next from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.